open.
Oh, really? Is it closed for today or something?
Yeah, I think so. Anyways, we're all going to eat lunch right now. We decided to have some burgers.
I see. But what about the news report project that you guys are supposed to work on as a class? I mean, isn't that the main reason why you guys all decided to meet up at the library?
Well, it turns out that we're gonna be finishing it at Sam's house.
Is it all right to just go to her house all of a sudden without any prior notice? You can all come over to our house and do it.
Don't worry about that. Sam called home and her mom said it's fine for us to work on our project there.
All right. Tell Sam's mom that I said hi and be respectful when you're there. I'll call her mom later in the day to say thanks.
Got it. I'll make sure to do so. By the way, Grandma called me the other day.
What? Why?
She invited me to stay at her place for the holiday season coming up. It seems like she wants me to go to her house because she can't come over to ours. Which is why I want to ask you, why can't Grandma stay at our house?
That's a good question. Let me think how I can explain it to you the clearest way possible. Okay, so here's the thing. You see, Grandma lives very far from us, so that's the reason why. I'm pretty sure that's what she meant when she told you that she can't come over to our house.
Okay. Well then, is it alright for me to go and stay at her house? By the way, she told me to go there by myself. She said that a 4th grader like me should be able to spend some nights at a relative's house without Mommy. I think she's right about that. I'm no longer a baby now.
You're sleeping over there?
Yeah. Why? Am I not allowed to do that? My friends all tell me that they always spend the weekend at their grandparents' house. Why can't I do it too? Besides, I want to try taking the Greyhound bus alone. Grandma told me that she'll wait for me at the bus station and pick me up when I get there.
I'm not saying that it's definitely a no for you to do that. But why don't I talk to your dad first about it and then we can decide together? How does that sound to you? It's just that it might not be the safest option for you to take the bus alone.
It's just the Greyhound bus. Of course I can ride it by myself. Don't you think?
Well, I mean, going to your grandma's house will be the first time ever you're on a bus by yourself. What's more, it takes over an hour to get there.
That's no problem for me. Everyone around me's been telling me how I'm really grown up lately. Remember, I told you that time when I went on a school field trip and gave everybody directions?
Yeah, that's true. I'm sure that you have now turned into a very reliable young lady. But still, I'm gonna have to talk to your father about this and I'll let you know. I hope that's all right with you?
Yeah, sure, Mom. Anyways, we just arrived at the burger place. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, honey. Be sure to get home safely. Also, behave well and be polite when you're at Sam's house.
Got it.
Sorry to bother you, Caroline. It's Tammy here. I heard that Molly will be staying at your house for this upcoming holiday. Hi, Tammy. Long time no see. I wonder if this is the first time we've ever gotten in touch with each other ever since that relative's funeral. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. So anyways, I wanted to talk to you about Molly. Hold up a second. Don't you ever just want to have some small talk? It seems like forever to me the last time we met and talked. Do you really have to be so blunt? Well, I guess you've never changed from that serious and boring person I've known you for. It's just that I thought we've both agreed before to have as little as needed to do with each other. Even if what you said is true, there's something called the flow of a conversation. Do you not know that? How long do you plan to hold this grudge against me? I thought I already made an apology to you. What else do you want from me? It's been 10 years, for God's sake. Just let bygones be bygones already. I'm not sure what to feel about these words coming out of your mouth, Caroline. What do you mean by that? I remember apologizing to you about what happened. Did you forget? I don't think I'm capable of forgetting the physical and mental traumas that you left when I was pregnant with Molly and experiencing severe morning sickness. Because of you, Molly was born premature. Do you have any idea how serious this is? I mean, what if there is something else with her that's more life-affecting other than being born prematurely? Can you take all that responsibility? If you can't, then I don't think you should be talking to me the way you are right now. Fine. But still, aren't you happy with just the fact that Molly turned out eventually into the healthy and happy-go-lucky child as she is right now? Is that not enough for you? Just let your hard feelings go and stop being so fussy over the smallest things possible for just once in your life. I'm almost positive that your personality is the reason that soured our relationship. Why can't you just own up to your mistakes and flaws? You're not a perfect human being either. We all make mistakes. So don't act like you're this flawless person who has never done anything wrong in your entire life. Here's the thing, Caroline. I don't care at all how I look in your eyes. Whether you like me or not is not my problem. Did you really just say that? Well, since you admitted it yourself, I have no more words for you. Okay, fine. Whatever. You're not even making an effort to build a relationship with me. I am so dumbfounded. I guess this is how unimportant your husband's family is to you. You know, if you don't even care how you look to me, then I won't put on a smile mask when I'm with you either anymore. But I'm assuming that it would be alright for Molly to stay at my place for the holiday. You're not gonna say no to a one-night stay, right? Don't tell me that you're one of those overprotective parents who won't even let your kid leave your sight for only 1 second. Of course I won't. However, I would really appreciate it if you could say nothing about our relationship to Molly. I'm hoping that I'm not asking for too much, am I? I mean, Molly just told me how Grandma never comes to our house and such. She also asked me for the reason why. The thing is, my husband Joshua and I don't want to tell her the truth as we think that it'll only make you look bad. So all in all, please promise me that you will not do anything that puts her in an undesirable situation. Wait, why should I be the one who looks bad to Molly? Isn't the fact you not taking kindly to me the reason why I can't visit you guys? With that being said, shouldn't you be the one who's gonna look bad to your daughter? Seriously though, Caroline, but you are literally the reason why I can't invite you over to our house. In case you have forgotten all about it, I'll refresh your memory for you. First of all, you were the one who made me do chores such as moving heavy things around the house and pulling weeds in your yard. Second of all, let me remind you, I was pregnant with Molly when I did all this while Joshua was on a business trip. In short, you basically forced all the house chores that you're supposed to do on me. What's more, you've made snide remarks every day on how the child I'm pregnant with is for sure ugly like her mother and may even be born with some sort of disability. Is any of the things that I just said not something you used to say to my face all the time? Do you still have no idea how hurtful and rude you were with the things you said? So, what do you plan to do, huh? Tell Molly how I treated her mom with absolutely no respect or something like that? Don't tell me you're actually gonna do something that childish and immature. Or are you? No, I won't tell her that, but… Okay, so if that's the case, can't you just treat me as you would normally your mother-in-law? 'Cause it'll just make things harder for the both of us if you can't let go of that grudge you've been holding against me all these years. Seriously, I can't seem to comprehend how can someone be so sensitive like you when all I'm asking is to see my own granddaughter. Are you seriously going to keep up this attitude of yours and continue treating me like this? What do you want me to do then? I'm telling you that I'm sorry. I've already apologized to you multiple times in the past 10 years. Is this how you treat people who sincerely mean to correct their mistakes? I don't understand why my son Joshua would choose to marry someone like you. Caroline, I don't think you've realized your mistakes yet. But whatever. Just know that the only reason why I'm still willing to text you is because of my daughter Molly. So please always keep this in your mind when you text me. Fine, jeez. I got it. You're not the only one who's passed down genes to Molly. She's related to me by blood, too. That's why I adore her so much and treat her like a princess. Do you get it now? I'm aware of how well you treat her. The only thing I'm saying is that there are things Molly doesn't need to know about. So please, I'm saying this for a second time, but don't say anything that is not good for her well-being. Fine. I will take good care of her, so don't worry about that. I will treat her to some delicious meals while she stays here with us, since the food that she gets to eat at home probably only tastes mediocre and bland at best. Just to let you know, but I will see for myself what kind of a young lady her mom has raised her to be. Molly is an honest and fabulous child as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, I agree. She's a million times more agreeable than you. Anyhow, I think Molly is a joy to have. Plus, her aunt isn't married yet and has no kids, so she's looking forward to get to spend some quality time with her niece too. We'll all do our best to make her feel welcome, so don't you worry about anything. Molly, honey, how are you doing at Grandma's house? Is everything okay? Are you having a lot of fun over there?
Well,
Did you finish eating dinner already? Make sure to help Grandma and Dante with washing the dishes, all right?
Mom, I'm hungry.
What? Where is Grandma?
They all left the house.
What do you mean? What's going on right now? Are you at home by yourself, Molly? Is Auntie not home either?
Grandma and Auntie are eating outside and they told me to wait for them at home.
Why would they say something like that?
I don't know either. To be honest, they're kind of scary. I don't want to stay here anymore. I want to go home.
Molly, can you tell me what happened?
Grandma and Auntie both said how you are a bad person, Mom. They told me that you are nothing but a witch. Obviously, I told them to stop saying that about you, but then they got mad at me.
I see.
I asked them to stop bad-mouthing you, and from then on, they've been ignoring me and being mean to me. They just kept bossing me around, telling me to do this and do that. Like right now, I'm cleaning up their entire house.
Seriously? They're making you clean up their house on your own? It's not your job to do that for them.
If I don't, they'll get mad at me, though.
Everything will be fine. I'm on my way with your dad to pick you up. Can you wait there for us?
But I don't want to have to see their faces anymore.
I see. Then can you come by yourself and meet your dad and Di at the bus station?
That works for me. The bus station is actually pretty close to Grandma's place. I still remember which way to go.
Perfect. Be careful on your way here. Do not talk to strangers and let them take you anywhere. Tell the bus terminal manager that you're waiting for your parents to pick you up and wait for us at a spot where you can see the bus terminal manager.
Okay.
I'm so sorry, honey.
Why are you apologizing?
Well, it's my fault that you had to go through all that.
Not at all, Mom. You did nothing wrong. I think it's Grandma's fault because she won't stop bad-mouthing you the entire time I was there. You're the best mom on the planet. Trust me. But there's nothing that you need to apologize for.
Thank you for defending me, Molly. I'll be there in a bit. We're taking the earliest ride, so it should take us less than 30 minutes to reach our destination.
I see. I'll be waiting for you guys then. I can't wait to eat your food again.
Tammy, please. I'm begging you right now. Talk some sense into Joshua for me. He wants to cut off all relations with us now that Molly's made a big fuss about us starving her. Good morning, Caroline. Sorry, but I am afraid that there's nothing I can do as Joshua and I are actually on the same page in regards to this. But it's not even close to what you think happened. This is all a huge misunderstanding. Someone in our neighborhood invited my daughter and I for dinner in this restaurant nearby, so we went out for a split second. That's all there is to it. I was going to cook Molly something to eat as soon as we get back. I swear to God that the thought of starving her never crossed my mind even once. Can't you decline the offer when you already know that your granddaughter needs to eat dinner around that time too? I mean, I thought we could finish eating in a blink of an eye and hurry back. Come on. You know what I'm talking about, right? Like those times when someone invites you out for something without a heads up. Well, what about ordering Molly to tidy up the entire house for you? I just told her to help me with some house chores. That's all. Plus, she's gonna be home by herself before we come back anyways. That's why I told her to mop the hallway. I don't see anything wrong with that. So why does it make you so mad? You intimidated her into doing your house chores for you. That's what it is. Am I wrong? Go mop the hallway, 'cause that's how spoiled brats are punished. Isn't that what you told Molly with an angry voice? Tammy, I don't know how many times I have to tell you this, but you can't just believe whatever gibberish a little kid tells you. I swear to God I asked her politely if she could help me with some house chores. My daughter Molly is not a child who lies. Weren't you just taking it out on her because she wouldn't let you badmouth me? I can't believe that you would punish her just because she won't take your side. I understand I'm not your favorite person in the world, but please don't bring Molly into all this. It seems impossible to hold a normal conversation with you. I've been telling you all this time that it is not what you think. I'm very fond of her as my granddaughter. Shouldn't you know that well yourself just by seeing how she's been treated ever since she was born? Now, you won't label me as a grandmother who abuses her own granddaughter, right? Up until now, you've never been alone with Molly. Joshua and I were always by her side when you spent time with her. After all, you are someone who vents all your resentment towards me on my daughter who's also your granddaughter. With that being said, I will not let you see Molly for a second time. Man, I was such an idiot for believing that you would actually treat Molly nicely as her grandmother. You don't have to phrase it in such an insulting way. Why don't you let me straighten things out first with Molly? It seems like she's not even checking the texts that I've been sending her these past few days. Yeah, and that's because she said she doesn't want to have anything to do with you anymore. Therefore, I blocked you on her phone. What? You can't decide for yourself whether to block me or not on Molly's phone. Do you want her to lose connection with her only grandmother? Molly and I are on the same page in regards to this decision. She doesn't need a grandmother who abuses her. But isn't that because you keep on saying horrible things about me to Molly? That's why I look so bad to her. She was very straightforward with me the last time we spent some time together. You know what? Your parenting style is the biggest problem behind all this mess. Tell Molly to come visit me immediately. Right now. Your behavior and attitude are the worst possible influences on Molly. Tell you what, I have never said a single bad word about you to my daughter. Ever. To begin with, it would be a failure on my part as a parent to see my child become someone just like her mean grandmother. I don't even want to become someone like you myself in the first place. Then why has Molly come to argue with me on almost everything? Isn't she always at my throat because Mommy told her to do so? She did nothing more than say what she thought was the right thing to say. After all, I believe that nobody would want their very own mother to be spoken low of by someone else. Wow, I'm shocked. Your character has really changed these past 10 years. You used to burst into tears with the snap of a finger whenever I said something about you. Or maybe, is it because of the fact that you're getting old and are no longer a crybaby anymore? Back when Joshua and I were still newlyweds and I was pregnant with Molly, I really wanted to be on good terms with you, Caroline. But then, I realized that there's no need to be agreeable and friendly to someone when all she does is turn her back on you and give you a hard time. Still, I'm your mother-in-law no matter what. Is that how you were taught to speak to your elders? Do you not know what manners are? You do realize that going head-to-head against me will only make things harder for you, not me, right? Don't you want to be on good terms with the other relatives in the family? Or are you okay with them not thinking very highly of you? Go ahead and pull whatever shenanigans or tricks you have on me and continue bad-mouthing me to all the relatives that ever exist. I'm totally fine with that. I don't want to maintain a good relationship with people who are birds of a feather with you. However, I don't think that you have a very good grasp of the current situation at hand. I'm not a stranger to all the relatives in this family. What do you mean? I've actually always been in contact with the other members of the family other than you. I lend them a hand whenever I can and listen to what they have to say. At first, they all believed everything that you, my vicious mother-in-law, who wants nothing but to exclude me from the family circle, said about me. Nonetheless, as time passed by, they all began to sympathize with me. What are you talking about? I'm talking about the fact that I told them every single thing that you've ever said about me. With that being said, the one who's not going to be thought of very highly will probably be you yourself. There's no way that's going to happen. How long do you think I've known them for? Decades! But all you are is a mean egoist who badmouths others all the time. You play the victim card whenever there's something up with you, but then you turn a blind eye to others when they ask for help. The person who doesn't have a very good grasp of the current situation at hand is you. Fine. You know what? I hereby announce that you and that daughter of yours are no longer part of the family. The two of you are freed from the obligation of participating in any family reunions or dinners from now on. I mean, we're totally fine with that decision. Just wondering, but you do know that you're not invited today, right? What do you mean invited today? Actually, we're having a barbecue party right now with everyone in the family. They wanted to create some wonderful memories for Molly after hearing what happened to her when she stayed at your house. So we decided to all meet up and spend some time together. Seriously? I heard nothing about it, though. Obviously, nobody would tell you. And the reason why is because you're not wanted here. Hold up a second. Are you serious that everyone in the family is having a barbecue party right now? If you don't believe what I say, I could send you some pictures to see for yourself. How does that sound? That can't be true. There's absolutely no way that they're choosing you over me. I think that's what you get when you treat people the way you do. Up until the point when I gave birth to Molly, the only person I could trust and rely on was Joshua. To be honest, everyone else seemed like an enemy to me. I mean, you have no idea how hard life was for me back then when I gave all I had, just for you, Caroline, to like me and see me as part of the family. I have changed my mindset completely and become a whole different person than I used to be. I made the promise to myself that I would stop running away from all of the hardships coming my way and stand my ground to protect all the people I love and things that matter to me. That was my outlook on life after Molly was born. And that's why you decided to cultivate an intimate relationship with the relatives so that they would take your side instead of mine? Well, I mean, this approach just seems to serve you the best. Am I right? Now let's see how you can continue to be the boastful person that you used to be now that nobody's willing to listen to you badmouth me anymore. I wish you the best life with your daughter, who is just as equally a bully as you are. Listen to me, Tammy. I didn't leave Molly alone at the house and went out on purpose. Never mind about if what you did was intentional or not. It's too late to own up to your acts at this point. I forgave you for what you did 10 years ago, but this is how you show me that you've changed. So I'm not giving you another chance whatsoever. Sorry for not taking good care of Molly and leaving her with bad memories. It's true that I was a little irritated with her when she stayed at my house. But I'm not lying when I say she's absolutely the apple of my eye. I'm not buying a word that you just said. Forget about it. How can you say that kind of thing to me? I cannot continue to live my life without being able to see my grandchild. The only thing I look forward to these days is spending time with my grandchild. How can you take this joy away from me, an old person who doesn't even have much time left in life? That's not my problem. You know well that you yourself are the reason why things have come to where they are today. Nobody likes you and wants to be friends with you because of your mean personality. It's time for you to truly see what kind of person you are. After that, although my mother and sister-in-law tried to defend themselves for what they did to everyone in the family, nobody was willing to give them a second chance. Nobody wanted to be near them anymore. My sister-in-law blamed her mother for the mess that she left them in and left their house consequently. So my mother-in-law lives by herself right now. What's worse, she is so unpopular in her neighborhood, even before all this happened, so she literally has no one to talk to now. I heard that currently, she lives a life that is so low profile you wouldn't believe how mean she used to be before. That's not to say I feel bad for her in any ways, as I believe she's only getting a taste of her own medicine. However, I do feel sorry for embroiling my daughter into this conflict between Caroline and I. Still, I'm proud of myself for standing my ground against my mother-in-law and marking an end of me getting bullied by her all this while. I'm also thankful to all of our relatives for having that barbecue party. Molly was able to recover mentally from the traumatizing experience that she had to go through at Caroline's house. She regained trust and affection for this big family and looks forward to the next family reunion. Moreover, I told Molly everything that happened between Caroline and I so that she wouldn't blame herself for it all. Although this might sound a little off topic, my daughter told me that if Grandma ever comes to our house looking for trouble, she would protect me. All in all, I've decided to work on becoming a stronger human being so that I can deal with any unexpected hardship that may come my way, even when my young but reliable daughter is not there to protect me. Lastly, I plan to enjoy life from now on with my precious family by my side while being surrounded by only kind people. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and click the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so you'll know when a new video comes out. Don't forget to also leave a comment below, and I'll see you next time.